some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense will get the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think that time offensively, they're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got it, looking for the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. He's loose. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Smashes through the tackle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the option. He'll toss it. Running into the open space. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got his man quickly.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. To throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So,
it's a running room. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Knowles are flying down the field. They'll ride Davis here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run it from the gun. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got it behind the line. It's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they're not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they're executing beautifully.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Caught in the backfield. It's Boston. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Flushed out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team.
The RPO, it's complete.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to set up the screen. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. 1st guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw. It's Dampier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. The ball is down in the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And that's tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Pulls and fires complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air. It's Bailey. Here's a heat. And the defense. They've got him at the 27. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. To the air. It's Bailey. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Might as well stick with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Caught over the middle. It's Boston. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
3rd down coming up after that completion. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Gives it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Davis. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Making side adjustments here. With the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Wake Forest is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing on the basketball court with the Deacs. They're up 14 over Virginia. Any big changes in his ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Caught near the sticks. It's Boston. Still on his feet. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Reads it, fires complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot, puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Pulled and fired complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Finds his back in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. receivers on the move. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they tacked on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snagged out of the air. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Turning it. Got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to...
Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Back open in the middle. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw on third down. They've got the screen set up. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Ocha. Wide open spaces. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Lucas. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Power stroke. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Florida State.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they go back on top. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
defense.